Hi, this is Joey Lehto from DroidDog.com, and today we are reviewing the LG Lucid on Verizon Wireless. It is a mid-range Android device geared more towards the budget crowd. It has 4G LTE capabilities, and that's one of its biggest selling points, along with it's got a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon processor, a 4-inch 480 by 800 display. It also has a lot of great features on here, like some of Verizon's personal apps like NFL Mobile and IndyCar Mobile. Both are Verizon services that I believe you have to I believe that they come with a phone, but they can be very data intensive. I've been using the handset for about 2 weeks now, and really I've come away impressed for what it is. The UI is very similar to some of LG's feature phones last, probably pre the huge smartphone revolution, but I remember that a lot of the touchscreen LG phones a couple years ago, they had an interface very, very similar to this, and it's this almost cartoony look. I mean, the battery up here, I just find that it's a little more cartoony than some of the other interfaces you will find. This handset, it's smaller in the hand, and it feels, I mean, right here I have a Galaxy S3 and an HTC One X. It's a smaller handset, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm one of the few people that, not one of the few people, there's a lot more than you'd think, who prefer a smaller handset versus some of the giant ones we're seeing in the last couple of years. I mean, we look, and this is a 4-inch display versus here on the One X, it has this huge 4.8-inch display. And it does have a lower resolution, but at this pixel density, it's not that bad. I will give it that. Now, one of the first things we're going to do, because I found this one of the biggest selling points of the phone, is the LTE network. Now, we've only got 2 bars of 4G LTE, but that still should be enough to give us a good reading here. So let's see. Oh, and this is actually probably the slowest speed test I've done so far, but it's picking up here. It's kicking up to 5 megabits down per second. And we're getting up to 8 here. Now, this is not what I've been seeing most of the time. I'm kind of in my office where it's a little more secluded, it's a little more enclosed, but I go outside and I get a little closer to the tower. I was easily hitting, we can actually go look at it here too. I was easily hitting 40 megabits down per second, like right here. Let's see, is the camera going to focus? Oops. 40 is right. Here's 40 and here's 41 and there's 36. You see, I've been getting these down speeds that are just phenomenal, and look at that, 16 up. These speeds are just absolutely incredible to be getting on a phone. It's faster than my home internet, I'll definitely give it that. I have AT&T Uverse, and we pay for 18 megabits down per second, and we get close to that most of the time, but this phone, a majority of the time, just blows it out of the water, and I've actually uploaded a video or two tethering off of it, because it's just that fast on the upload. Now we're going to take a peek at NFL Mobile here. Now I realize that it's not the NFL season, but oh, it looks like there's an update here that I have to download, so I'm going to download it and be back in a second. Alright, we're back and we've got everything updated here, so now the app's going to load up. Actually, every app on the phone is getting updated right now. I guess while this is loading up, we'll take a peek here at the notification screen. It's updating everything as we speak, but up here we've just got a little bar that you can actually edit. You can decide what you want to put in there, like data enabled, auto rotate, brightness, GPS, silent mode, all that stuff can be done right in the top bar. No thanks, I don't want to go on my Wi-Fi. So it's right there just to make it easy, and then there's a big Wi-Fi off right here, and then you have all your notifications. So that's always nice. And here we have the NFL mobile app, not map. And I know, I realize that it's not quite the NFL football season yet, but I'm a football fan, and it's just nice to see that there's this nicely done app that Verizon put out as a feature for one of their phones, versus we typically see a lot of bloatware. And I'm going to say this device does have its fair share of Verizon bloatware, but An app like this, it's pretty useful, and it's good that they include it for their subscribers, although it can be a little data intensive. I, of course, don't really care. This isn't my handset, but you can use it. Unlike AT&T, some of their services require you to go on... I'm going to watch this video right here. Some of their services... There you go. Bengals versus 49ers. And this is just, I believe they had the Super Bowl, and they do have games on the NFL mobile app here, and it's a very nice app, and I would put it as one of the selling points for the device. So as I was just showing the NFL mobile map app, I keep saying map, I don't know why, but and then right here we have IndyCar Mobile, and I will admit that I'm a huge football fan, but IndyCar racing is just not quite my thing, and it's another good app like this. I mean, we can go and we can watch some videos, and I'm sure they have some races and stuff on here too. So we'll load this video up. This is all in their LTE network, which, as I showed before, is blazing fast.
Elio Castro Neves, he will get the green flag. He will be the early leader in front of Marco Andretti. Here comes the two-car Briscoe to the outside in line. Going to get battled for the third spot. They go.
And there you have it, IndyCar Mobile. So the phone, oh yes, one other thing is that the camera, it's a 5 megapixel shooter. It's moderately crappy. I don't think that it was too great. And there's a front-facing camera right there too. I'm not sure how visible it is, but there is full 1080p video capture, which is a nice little touch for those people who take video on their phones. And a phone like this is one of those areas where I feel like they should have just invested to put a slightly better shooter in, because a better camera would definitely lead to more sales, considering most people are dumping their digital cameras for their phones now. And actually both the Galaxy S2 and the One X, they both have shooters better than my personal point and shoot, so they have proven that it can be done in a phone. Again, I realize this is a budget phone, but I wish that there was a slightly better camera in there. So overall, this phone is great at what it does. If you have $50, and that's what it costs, is $50 on a 2-year contract with Verizon. If you have $50 that you're going to spend on an Android device, I would say spend it on the LG Lucid. It offers a lot of features. The LTE is blazing fast, and it's a pretty snappy phone. I mean, it's definitely not as fast as the Galaxy S3 or the One X, but it's not trying to be, and it will get most users who aren't power users, who just need to get their email, their messaging, all that done, maybe some games. It'll handle all that plus a little bit extra. That it's got the power in there to handle that. So this is Joey from DroidDog.com, and catch me in the next video.